Here are all of my least favorite books that I read in 2024. Some of these were not even terrible because I had a fantastic reading year this year. Most of my books were actually 4 stars or more. However, maybe these books just did not turn out the way that I thought they were going to, and so I didn't enjoy them as much as I wanted to. Starting off with Verity, this is the exception. It is a terrible book. I gave it 2 stars. I did blow through it very fast. I'll give it that. Like, it kept me wanting to read. However, there was so much smut in this book, and it was a psychological thriller, and it felt like it should just be advertised as a dark romance. There were so many plot holes. It's just bad. If you want to read a psychological thriller, don't read that. Read something by Stephen King. Next is The Maidens by the same author that did The Silent Patient. I really thought I was going to love this book. I picked it up at the thrift store. However, it definitely disappointed me. Very forgettable. I think I gave it 3 stars or maybe 3.5 stars. It just, I don't know. I was bored through so much of it, and I kept just trying to push through, but I was so bored. The pacing was a little weird. The plot twist was a little bit predictable. And it just wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. I think that's a big reason why it's on here. And this book kind of made me realize I don't like thrillers that much unless they're written by Stephen King. Next is the only physical book that I have. This is Once More with Feeling. It was actually gifted to me by my best friend, and I enjoyed it when I was reading it, but once again, it's one of those books that is just kind of forgettable. It's an easy read, it's a quick read, it doesn't have much depth, and that's okay. I think I just had a little bit more expectations for it. Next on the list, and this one is going to be controversial, is Magnolia Parks. I was bored out of my mind. I love character study books. I love Sally Rooney, and she writes a lot of character study books. I'm into a character study classic. However, I was just so bored, and I feel like the characters did not have as much depth as they're advertised to have. Everybody's always like, she writes BJ and Magnolia's relationship so well, and she really just captures love and all this stuff, but like, I don't know, I feel like I've seen it written better. I think it did not have depth. There was not dynamic characters. I feel like there was no progression in the entire book, and I think that's a big reason why I did not like it. Next book on this list is The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This book is another one of those thrillers that really just fell flat for me. I am just starting to realize that I don't like thrillers, once again, unless they're written by Stephen King. The plot twist was fine. I did enjoy reading it while I was reading it. At just another 3-star. I think it fell a little flat for me, and I don't think thrillers are my genre, unfortunately. Okay, next on this list is going to be definitely very controversial. This is also the last book. The reason why it's on here is not because I disliked it, it's actually just because it was my least favorite in the